I have been working on the only dress sewing pattern you'll need this summer, and I can't wait to show you what that looks like. Hey guys, I'm Tammy and welcome back to my channel. I have not filmed a sit down chatty video in a while, and I thought today, why not take you along exactly what I've been working on over the past couple months and the new sewing patterns that I know you're gonna love. It has been such a busy few months for sewing pattern development, and the newest sewing pattern that I'm going to be launching at the end of this month is this sewing pattern right here. It's called the Daisy dress, and you guys have been loving it over on Instagram, but I realized I haven't even shared this with you on YouTube. So currently I'm in the process of a bunch of pattern testers testing this as we speak right now, and the dress basically looks like this. So from the front you can see, well, it's a bit hard with this fabric, but I love how this turned out. It's got princess seams at the bust right here, and then it goes down to a really full gathered skirt. It's got inseam pockets, and then the back actually has a sheared elastic back that gives you a nice amount of flexibility, so it is really easy to fit. And that's something that was super important to me when I was making this dress. I know princess seams can be really hard to get right, but when you've got an elasticated back, it makes it so much easier. Now there's a few different options I've included in the pattern so far. We've got the normal straps like that. I've also included adjustable straps, thicker straps as well, and I've also included sleeves, and I'll show you what that version looks like as well. For me, I really just wanted to create the perfect dress pattern to wear all year round, but specifically in summer, and I knew this was going to be perfect for that. Now, the inside is something I am super proud about, because when you're making your own clothes, it's really important that the insides look just as neat as the outside, especially if you're looking for longevity and you want your stuff to last. So what I did with this pattern is the bodice is completely fully lined all the way around. The sheared panel was actually a double layer, so also that gives it a bit more strength and structure. But you can see, if I just zoom in, that the lining goes across all around. Now this specific sample isn't sewn correctly at the waist. This is one of my earlier variations, so the waist is just a raw seam, but I do include instructions on how to fully line the skirt, and so you don't even see the waist seam on the inside. That one, I've already sewn a sample of that for the final photo shoot, and I don't want to share that yet because it looks absolutely gorgeous and it's a surprise, but I just know you're gonna love the details in this pattern that make it feel so professional. So that is the dress with the straps, and then I've got this one right here. I literally wore this yesterday, so it's inside out. But guys, you are going to love this. So this one is the one that includes the puff sleeve variation. So it's got elastic up here and also at the end of the sleeve. And this one is the same, it's just got the princess seam and then the gathered skirt, and then again the sheared back. Again, you can sew that with the elastic, and I have sewn it with elastic, but I just personally prefer it when it's sheared. This one also has the pocket detail in the skirt, so you can put things in there. And then this is also the one that comes in a midi length, so it's nice and long, and honestly it fits so well. I have been working on this pattern non-stop for months, and it's actually my first sewing pattern that is going to include bust cut options. That is such a nightmare to grade, but thankfully I had a handful of fit testers prior to pattern testing to try it out, see where I could make improvements, and we've come to a conclusion that's gone out to pattern testers right now. So it's going to come in sizes, bust cup sizes, AA to A, B, C, D, and then double D to E. And I have already had pattern testers come back to me that's been in bust cup sizes F, and they've sewn the largest cup size that I provide, and which is a double D to E, and they found it fits them really well. I've always been really scared of doing bust cup options because it's a lot of work to do, but I've had so much great feedback so far about how much they're loving the pattern testers making this pattern, and it's just been a really nice process of making something that fits them really well, but that also isn't too intimidating to sew, because sewing a fitted bodice can be really overwhelming, which is why I include the sheared back panel, so it just makes it so much more easier. I'm honestly just really excited for you guys to try this pattern. Like I said, that one's hopefully releasing at the end of May, so in a couple of weeks from now. I am just so excited, honestly. I just feel nervous because it's my first pattern with bust cups. And then on top of that, something I've been working on that I haven't actually shared anywhere online, but I'm gonna do it this week, is a really simple t-shirt pattern. I kind of made it for myself because I was seeing so much Pinterest and shop inspiration of this exact type of style. And I thought, why not make it myself? So it's this t-shirt right here. And I think I'm gonna make this into a pattern for summer because it's so easy to sew. I can whip it up in about half an hour. And I think you guys are gonna love it too. So what this t-shirt is basically a nice boxy fit with these dropped sleeves. And then it's got this really pretty contrast neckline, the neckband with the ribbing. I actually used tubular ribbing to do the neckband. You definitely could use the same fabric, but what I think makes it pop is the fact you have the contrast neckline up here. This is one of my second samples. The first one did not fit me great at all, but this is the second sample, and I still want to bring the neckline in slightly by about 0.3 inch on either side. But this fits so well. I showed my partner and he literally was like, I love it, because he wears these types of oversized t-shirts all the time, and you see this style a lot in menswear, but you never really see it in women's wear until this has been quite popular, this type of style. So let me know in the comments if you like this t-shirt pattern, because it is so comfortable to wear and it just feels really easy to throw on. But I am just in love with how this t-shirt has turned out, and hopefully you guys kind of like it too. Either way, I think I'm going to release this pattern because it's so simple to make. It's going to be really easy for me to grade and actually just put out there in the world. So something else that I've been working on that's not sewing related is a knitting project. Now, if you might remember, I started knitting at the beginning of this year, and I'm on my second project and it's actually going so much better than I thought it would. So I'm making this t-shirt right here. It's called the Mellow Top by Julia Pyro, I think. And it is just such an easy pattern for someone like me, but it also has some really nice design details that make it feel a bit more elevated. So you've got these really cute raglan stitches all along the ribbing at the t-shirt. And then I've only got this far, so I still have quite a bit of the body to knit, and then obviously do some short sleeves as well. This yarn as well is so soft. I'll try and leave a link this one down below, but it's definitely a drops yarn. I just can't remember which one it is. I am honestly so proud of myself for teaching myself to knit, because as someone that works as a full-time sewing pattern designer, content creator, all that jazz, I end up sewing all the time. And a lot of the times it's sewing samples, so it's not as fun. Like, you don't have a finished project that you can actually wear out and about. So I thought I really wanted to do a new hobby that still felt like I was being productive, but not in such a stressful way or anything like that. I wanted it to feel like very relaxing, something I could do on the sofa. And I just kept seeing so many people on Instagram starting to learn how to knit, and I thought, this is my year, I'm gonna learn how to do it. And honestly, it's been so fun to learn so far. When I first started learning at the start of this year, I couldn't even hold the thread correctly in my hand. So to be going from that to where I'm at right now, which is being able to read basic knitting patterns and follow them, has been just such a great progress and step for me. So if you are looking to learn how to knit, I'll leave the first pattern that I started with. It's the step-by-step jumper by, what's her name? Hame by Florence. And she has a YouTube video that goes through the entire process of knitting that jumper, and it was a godsend for someone like me. I personally am more of a visual learner, which is why my own sewing patterns come with YouTube videos, because I like to learn that way. But honestly, go ahead, pick up those needles, because it's definitely simpler than you think. It just takes a bit of practice to learn how to hold everything correctly and get the tension right. Yeah, I think that's mainly what I've been working on. I've actually been helping some of my course students, so if you want to learn how to make sewing patterns like I do, I have a handful of people that have taken my course and that are currently actually making and developing their own sewing patterns, which is amazing. One of them, I'm testing her sewing pattern this week, and it just feels so amazing to know that people are using the methods that I love to use, and of being able to make sewing patterns from that. Learning how to make my own sewing patterns really has been the best decision I've ever made. So if you do want to learn, I do have a course and I'll link that down below. I actually have two courses. One is specifically for pattern making and grading and going into actually making patterns to sell. And the other one is a mini course. It's called Digitize Your Pattern. So that one is specifically for if you want to learn how to make the patterns you've already made and put them onto your computer so you can keep them forever and you won't lose the pattern pieces. You can also use that to sell them in the future, but it's a process of taking paper patterns that you've already used and you want to make them digital. Either way, whatever you decide to do, if you do any of those courses, you always have access to me, which I think is why a lot of people are liking my course at the moment, is because whenever they have a problem or they're finding it hard to grade a specific thing, they come to me and I've been helping them with the nitty-gritty of getting that all right. So yeah, it's been really busy, but really fun. And obviously the patterns that I'm working on are just being so well received at the moment. I hope you enjoyed that little chatty catch up on what I'm working on at the moment, the sewing patterns that I've been designing and everything I've been doing behind the scenes. It has been so crazy. I feel like I say this every time, but honestly, when you own your own business, there's just always so much to do. Definitely let me know down in the comments what you think of the patterns that I've been designing and anything you've been working on as well, because I never have time to make other people's sewing patterns, but I do want to do more of that because that's exactly what made me fall in love with sewing. I want to sew some jeans this summer. I keep buying Levi jeans that fit me really well, but I keep thinking I could make my own jeans. I have tried the Brooks jeans, I can't remember who that's by, and that did fit me really well. Maybe I need to revisit that. Even the whole barrel leg style I keep seeing everywhere. Anything like that, any recommendations, let me know for those as well. But thanks so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.